Now, as Kenya marks 3 years since the Garissa University attack in which 148 people were killed, a student who was shot 7 times in that attack has beaten all odds to resume normal life again. Rachael Gikonyo, now a counseling and psychology student at the Kenyatta University, spoke to Sylvia Chebet on overcoming the past and triumphing over terror.
When terrorists stormed Garissa University campus on the 2nd of April 2015, 7 of their bullets landed on one student, Rachael Gikonyo, only 20 years old at the time.
Nilishutua 7 times, first nikashutua mara 3, and then wakarudi tena the second time wakanishut mara 4.
148 of her peers were killed in the bloodbath. She had woken up at 4 a.m. that day to attend a worship session. Strangely, the entire school was pitch black that Thursday morning.
Tulikuwa tunaenda kuworship kwa hall, but hiyo siku watu wakasema juu hakuna stima, tukaenda one of the lecture rooms za hiyo Garissa University. And then hapo 5:30 ndio hao Al-Shabaab wakaanza kuingia, wakagonga mlango, wakaingia kwa nguvu, and then wakaanza kuspray bullets to kila mtu mwenye alikuwa kwa hiyo room.
The whole institution had been surrounded and 700 students were taken hostage for 10 hours. Out of the 30 students who had assembled in prayer, only 8 survived the onslaught. The heavily armed gunmen were convinced all of them were dead, but Rachael was miraculously still breathing when the guns fell silent in the lecture hall.
They are attacking the people who cannot defend themselves. That shows that they are weak.
She is arguably the embodiment of a country's resilience to terror. The government, in collaboration with foreign partners, continue a spirited manhunt for members of the Al-Qaeda offshoot group, the Al-Shabaab, domiciled in Somalia. In 2016, Mohammed Dolyadin, also known as Kunug Amadere, the man believed to have masterminded the university attack, was killed in Farwamo near Kismayo in Somalia.
We are going to get rid of Al-Shabaab once and for all.
3 years have passed since that dreadful attack. Though Rachael cheated death, she spent the next 14 months in hospital.
It was on the second day, Saturday, from Dr. KNH, waka confirm she's okay, but we didn't know alikuwa ameumia severe.
Immediately after spinal cord yangu ilishutiwa, nikakuwa paralyzed, miguu siwezi simama, siwezi move mguu hata kidogo. Nikapelekwa hospitali ya Kenyatta, nikafanywa treatment. After 2 months, vidoda zikaanza kunirudia tena, ndio nikaenda Eden, and then wakarecommend stem cell transplant yenye inaweza saidia kuunganisha nerves tena juu zilikuwa broken after hiyo attack.
A stem cell transplant she couldn't afford. The attack and her condition impacted her family profoundly.
Actually, my mom started forming depression.
8 months later, mamangu akapass. So ikakuwa ni kama niko in a double tragedy. Nikafika mahali nikasema mbona hata naishi, siwezi tembea.
So after she died, that when Rachel went to hospital, at least uchugu ikapungua.
Ndio babangu akaniambia you have to move on, lazima uende shule. Nikasema okay, nitaenda hata kama sina hiyo interest, wacha tu niende, maybe with time nitahil. Actually ni ukweli juu after some time ndio nikaanza nikaona kweli naweza soma, naweza kuwa na kazi yangu, naweza jiendeleza kimaisha.
The attack changed the course of her career. She was on her 2nd semester pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Education.
She needed a forum or a situation where she can be able to overcome what she had undergone. And having noted that, she opted, or we advised her to do counseling psychology.
It changed to psychology juu I felt that sikupata the psychological support yenye nilikuwa nahitaji. So I saw that naweza fanya hii psychology by doing it nitakuwa naweza kujisaidia na kusaidia wengine wenye wanaweza kuwa na shida kama zangu.
We noticed she had great passion to assisting the community. Having that background of the incidents that had happened to her, she would be very helpful to the community. Certainly our student community and probably the country at large out there.
But she is also fortunate to have her sister in the same campus. Her little sister, Emma Gikonyo, was at the time of the tragedy a Form 2 student, but is now also a second-year student studying gender and development.
Hiyo ni the best disability friendly school. Imenisaidia kwa sababu naweza enda classes easily. Kama nataka kwenda mahali kuna hiyo gari ya disability na tuchukua. Kama ni classes naweza enda easily, kuna hizo lamps.
Sai akakuwa juu, even kila kitu chenye ana plan akiwa in a positive mind. Asemi ati, you know, because I'm on wheelchair I cannot buy a car. Utasikia akisema my dream I want to buy a car.
Rachael is one of our most proficient students.
Sai nimeweza kumove on, naweza enda classes, I can do everything. Naweza jifulia nguo zangu, naweza soma. I can do everything actually. After all, I can't change the situation, so I have to be strong to move on.
Back in her former school, the eerie memory of the attack is gradually being replaced by a bubbly environment, with learning having resumed a year after the attack.
We are committed to change the narrative of this university, make it a great university.
Meanwhile, Rachael has settled in Kenyatta University and is now a typical campus student.
Sasa brown.
With new friends and a new lease online. Salve Chebet, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
Garissa Governor Ali Korani has asked the United Nations High Commission for Refugees to stop issuing licenses to individuals to cut down trees for fuel wood used by refugees. Speaking in Abdi Summit in Garissa, the governor noted that forest areas within the Dab refugee camp and its environs have since turned into a desert, following logging making it difficult for the host community to graze their animals. The governor expressed his willingness to assist the refugees seek alternative fuel.
Imefika wakati ambapo United Nations watafute alternative source of energy kwa refugees. Iko briquette, iko gas, iko solar. Wanaweza kuwa na alternative nyingi, lakini tunataka kusimamisha hii mambo ya environmental degradation. Energy source ya refugees must be something other than firewood. Na hiyo tutaifuatilia.
Well, time now for a break. Citizen Live at 1 will be back with more stories.
Today on